Welcome to Shomach Shava on the Daf, Shir sponsor Lui Nishbas, Am Yaakov Shalom, Melea Pasitzchok. We're in the middle of the sugyas of Rabbi Bachano. As we started in the previous Daf, we're basing ourselves on the Shiurim of Ramosh Shapira Zatzal on these Agartas, Shiurim that he gave for 3 years, and we just put it out in a sefer called Nechus Yama. This is the sefer of the Shiurim of Ramosh on these Agartas. And in this stage where we're getting now to Daf Ayin Dal Amud Aleph. And we're starting the first Agatha, starting on Gimel base on the bottom. We have over here, in the middle of the process where Moshe is coming and explaining Agatha's based on his understanding. We have, in the beginning of the Sukkot, we have the Vilna Goyen, the first 5 Maamar, the Vilna Goyen has a pshat. Moshe, in some of the Maamarim, brings the Marshal, the Maharal. But here is one of the Maamorim that Moshe is explaining on his own. So the Gemara tells us, starting on Gimel base on the bottom, Omar Li, so talk about the Ishmaeli, the Arab, showing Rabbi Bachano, Ta Achvi Loch Meise Midbar. I'll show you the Meise Midbar, the people in the Midbar that died. So he says, so in other words, he's going to show him the Dor HaMidbar, the Dor, the generation, that left Mitzrayim and came to the Midbar. And I want to show it to him. The Mishmaeli is showing Rabbi Bachano the Meise Midbar. Azli, Chazesinu, I came and I saw them. Vedomu kiman de mifsemi. And I saw as if they were drunk. Meaning, they looked like in a very good mood. The Rashbam says, Sheshoichvim beponim tzehuvois kishtu yayin. And the Gemara goes on to find out on Dafatap. Vegonu aparkit. They're laying down on the back. They have a skifo birko dechad minayu. And the knee of one of them was picked up. Ve'ayil taye tutis birke. And the Ishmaeli went under the knee. Kirochiv gamla. While he's riding a camel. Ve'skifa ramche. And his sword was picked up. He did not touch the knee. I took a piece of tchelis from one of the tzitzis. I was not able to move. So told me the Ishmaeli, maybe you took something from them? So return it. The Gemir demand the shakil midiminayu lo mistagile. If you take something from them, you're not able to walk. I returned it, and they were able to walk. Came in front of Rabbanon. Amruli told me, "Kol abo chamro," meaning that the Rashbam explains that Abba is the name of Rabbi Bachano. V'chol Bachana sichso, meaning they call him Abba is a chamro, is a shoytek a chamor, so the Rashbam, and Bachana sichso is a shoytek again. Why you wanted to take the tzitzis of Dor HaMidbar? You wanted to know what the halacha is in tzitzis. Right? The Rashbam explains how many chutim you need to have. You should just count them and then you'll figure it out. So again, another agat over here, which is unclear what exactly is going on. Yeah. Obviously doesn't mean literally he went and saw Meise Midbar and the Ishmaeli goes under the knee, they're laying down. What's going on? So Moshe Zatzal, Moshe Zatzal explained with Agdoma as the following. In this world, we have an idea called that the world is, the way HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world is Banoi v'chorev ubanoi. The Medrash, the beginning of Sefer Bereshis, and the Shrab right away says it. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world in a mahalach of Banoi v'chorev ubanoi. So it says, Bereshis bara Elokim es hashamayim v'ha'aretz. That's the beginning of the Bria. That's the destruction. That's the Ar. It says, Yaakov Avinu, when he came, the Medrash says, Yaakov Avinu came to Beis HaMikdash, he saw that Beis HaMikdash is Banoi v'chorev ubanoi. What's the idea of this mahalach? The idea is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created in the world, there is the Bria, there is a break that takes away something that we have, and then we have to rebuild and come back to where we originally were, or even better than originally were. That's the mahalach, the way HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. The world is shalom a break, and a shalom. Every day we have it. We have a day, then we have a night. The night is considered to be time of Churban. Then you come back to the day. So, and in the Mahalach of the world, you have Am Yisrael when it's great. Again, then there's Churban, and then there's a Binyan again. The Dor HaMidbar were considered to be the Churban, says Ramoshe. In what way? Am Yisrael is coming out of Mitzrayim. That's unbelievable. It says Mitzrayim, Am Yisrael starts. But before they go into Eretz Yisrael and they have the Mahalach, there is a Churban. There's Meis Midbar that are a Churban. So Meis Midbar, or the break in between going from there in Mitzrayim into Eretz Yisrael. That's what the Meis Midbar are. Now, what is Rabbi Chana telling us? What's the story of Rabbi Chana? It explains Moshe like this. I want to tell you, the Yishmaeli, who the whole Mahalach of the Yishmaeli is that he's a traveler. Yishmaeli throughout the Gemara is considered to be someone who travels from place to place. So he's traveling from place to place. He's also traveling from different times in history. And he wants to tell us, what is our shaykhis? The Yishmaeli is a remez. What is the shaykhis of Am Yisrael in this, and Am Yisrael, the king to Eretz Yisrael, and so going forward the whole history, to Meis Midbar? Do we have a connection to Meis Midbar? Are we shaykh to Meis Midbar? So says the Yishmaeli, let me show you Meis Midbar means. Let me show you what is the connection, what is the shaykhis between us and the world and the generation of Churban. The Churban means a Churban of Am Yisrael going out of Mitzrayim. Am Yisrael goes out of Mitzrayim, they lose something, they come back. What do we have left from that time of Churban? What is it? So he says like this. So the Yishmaeli, when he comes and he shows in the Meis Midbar, first of all he sees, what is Meis Midbar? The Meis Midbar or Kimad de Mevasme. They are completely satisfied and happy. What does that mean? They nirim shleimim b'mitzuyusom. Right? They are not, they don't need anything. What does that tell me? Because the Torah was given to Meis Midbar. Don't think the Meis Midbar were missing something. The Torah was coming here just to fulfill their need. Meis Midbar were shleimim, od b'nei adam, that were very high madrega. The Torah came to people in a very high madrega. It's not like to fix a lack of something. That's the thing. Now, when I want to come and tell you how great and how big the Meis Midbar are. How do we emphasize that? We say the Meis Midbar, they fold their foot, put the knee up. The feet is the lowest part of the other. The Yishmaeli is riding a camel. So a human being, and his head that's the highest part of the person. When he's riding a camel, he's considered to be in a higher level. Right? The Ramosha brings in the Maharal on the pasuk that says, Vayigdal HaMelech Vayigomal, right? That when a person is riding a camel, that's the highest level of a human being. He's not only a human being, he's riding something. What is he riding? That one of the highest creatures you can ride. So it's considered to be a high level of human being. So you want to see, in this generation, the Adam on top of the Adam who's on top of the camel, in this generation, the person on top of the camel is still lower than the foot of Dor HaMidbar. Look how big, look how great Dor HaMidbar is. When Dor HaMidbar goes and he folds their foot, the ish on the camel, the person on the camel, is going under it, and he is still not reaching the foot of Dor HaMidbar. Now, when we talk about the fact that Dor HaMidbar is sitting over here, and they're laying down, and they're vusamim, and they're such a great madrega, the idea is that Dor HaMidbar, what's the level of Dor HaMidbar? Dor HaMidbar are in a level of Tchias HaMesim. He brings a Loshen Hazoya that the Dor HaMidbar, when the Torah was given, Baruch Nishmasam, because Baruch Hu gave them back their life, right? They were staying out Sinai, and they died, and they came back to life. So coming back to life, that was a Tchias HaMesim. So they're living in a madrega, in a level of Tchias HaMesim. So comes Dor HaMidbar, they're not really dead. That's what he's trying to say. Dor HaMidbar is coming, you see them laying down. They look like they're relaxed, look like they're having a good time. What's trying on that? To tell you Dor HaMidbar is such a great madrega, and they are already in the level of Tchias HaMesim. Now that we see this great madrega of the Dor HaMidbar, so says Ramoshe, what is the shaykhs do we have Dor HaMidbar? The fact that Am Yisrael Yishlem Chelik Lo'olam Haba, that's the Shaykhis of Dor HaMidbar. Dor HaMidbar, Bnei Adam Shleim. Bnei Adam already, so to speak, died and came back to life. What do we have from them? We have the Shaykhis to Olam Haba. We have Shaykhis to Tchias HaMesim, because they already did it once. They give Am Yisrael the Yecholis, the ability to be in that level. And that's the Nekuda Rishon of the Maamar. It comes, the Ishmaeli, shows Rabbi Rochana, the Mesa Midbar laying down in such a way that shows the great Madreg and the fact that they're still alive, tells you that's our connection. Our connection to Midbar is the fact that we have Shaykhis to Tchias HaMesim. Already we inherited Tchias HaMesim from them. Now, just to conclude over here, what's the end of the Maamar? Then the Maamar comes, Rabbi Bachano, and tries to take the tzitzis away from Dor HaMidbar. What's the point over there? What's the Shaykhis? So explains the Moshe is the following. We know, the Ramban says in the beginning of Chush Bamidbar, that the Sefer Bamidbar doesn't have mitzvahs. It doesn't have no mitzvahs. It's only the story of Am Yisrael and the Midbar, and that's it. So the obvious question is, where do we have the mitzvah of tzitzis? The mitzvah of tzitzis is in Parashat Shlach. So you do have mitzvahs. So what does Ramban mean there's no mitzvahs? And the pshat is, no mitzvah that was supposed to be there originally came in Bamidbar. Only things that happened because of what happened in the Midbar. Where is the Parsha of Tzitzis? After the Meraglim. After Dor HaMidbar lost their chance to go into Eretz Yisrael, then they got the mitzvah of Tzitzis. What's the Shaykhis? Explains the Moshe like this. What did Dor HaMidbar do? What was the mistake they did when they went to Eretz Yisrael? So the Gemara tells us in Sanhedrin, we're in a few places, but they went and Nikdimu Pelayin, which means they went and they did not see things in the right way. They saw what they wanted to see. They went there to saw the Meraglim, telling Am Yisrael was going to Eretz Yisrael, and they misinterpreted what they saw because they did not have the right eyesight. That was their mistake. They didn't understand what they're seeing. So in order to fix the eyesight, what do? The mitzvah of tzitzis. Which always brings it up here as well, also in short, that tzitzis has two colors. Has white, has the tchelis. The white is the shirish, is the source of all colors. Because you put all colors together, it turns to white. So the white is the source of all colors. Is the black. Then when you go, the tchelis represents infinity. As the Ramban says, that's why the sky looks blue, because it's infinity. It says tchelis loshen tachlis. What is the idea of tzitzis? With the eyesight, you can go from this world to a much higher place. Why? What's the idea of the tchelis of the tzitzis? To the tchelis of the tzitzis, it reminds you about the sea, it reminds you about the shamayim, it reminds you of Kisei HaKovod. You're able to see, through your eyesight, you're able to connect the tzitzis and see the right thing. Through the tzitzis, you're able to connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So says Rav Moshe, that's the pshat here in the Gemara. The Dor HaMidbar brought tzitzis. When they lost the fact that went to Eretz Yisrael. The tikkun of Dor HaMidbar is the tzitzis. So he says, that's the idea. The tzitzis came through what they did. They made a mistake in the eyesight. Through there we got the tzitzis. That's what we got to. And that's what we have over here. So concludes Rav Moshe and says, but what will happen over here? Rabbi Bachana is trying to cut off the tzitzis of Dor HaMidbar and take it with him. What does that mean? So he says, because we don't really have shaykhis to Dor HaMidbar in this generation. In this generation, in Olam Hazeh, meaning to say, not this world, Dor HaMidbar is a different aspect. We don't have anything to do with Dor HaMidbar. Dor HaMidbar doesn't go into Eretz Yisrael, it stays in the Midbar. We don't have shaykhis. We have shaykhis to Dor HaMidbar only in L'gabit Tchias HaMesim Nosad Lafel. But in this world, we don't have shaykhis to Dor HaMidbar. So comes Rabbi Bachana and says, let me take the tzitzis of Dor HaMidbar and we'll learn from there. You can't move. You can't connect to the level of Dor HaMidbar by Olam Hazeh. And explains Rav Moshe, once Am Yisrael goes into Eretz Yisrael, they start a new mahalach which is independent from Dor HaMidbar. If Dor HaMidbar is a stop, it's a churban in this world. You have Dor HaMidbar, they try to go, they stop, you have to start again. It's a new mahalach. It's a mahalach now that stands on its own. So Yimele what? Says, look, Yimele what? If it's a new mahalach, you can't connect to it. So the Rabbi Bachan is trying to take the tzitzis out of the Midbar. He's not able to walk. There's no walking. There's no kadmut. There's no progress if you continue the Midbar. But we're going to go to Eretz Yisrael together with the Midbar. So it's brought down that the Chazal Sefer Zohar says that it's based on the pasuk in Yechezkel that Am Yisrael will come back to Eretz Yisrael, will come back like Yetzias Mitzrayim. Meaning, and it says the entire Dor HaMidbar will come to Eretz Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu will bring them. He's the Baal Pikadon is going to bring them. Meaning, then we can connect Dor HaMidbar. So it comes out, what is the mahalach of this Maamar? Rabbi Chana is seeing, is connecting, understanding what is Dor HaMidbar. Dor HaMidbar is such an unbelievable madrega. Dor HaMidbar belong to Tchias HaMesim. They give us the koyach of Tchias HaMesim. But in this world, we have to do our own mahalach, not connected to Dor HaMidbar. Therefore, we can't take the tzitzis. But we got tzitzis through Dor HaMidbar. That's why the tzitzis belong to Dor HaMidbar, because they brought us Dor HaMidbar. But then, once you get the tzitzis from Dor HaMidbar, now you can't take it because you have to start your own mahalach. So you have a look in a little tidbits. Anyone who wants could check the Sefer more in Parachava, a little bit of a mahalach to understand the Maamar of this Gemara. I encourage everyone to come and join the Shom Machshava Shiurim and to learn these agatas and many other agatas, every daf and shas, to learn some machshava on every daf. Kol tov.